All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Market Disciple. We have another video for you today, and this topic is going to be the video's topic is on Bitcoin. Will Mexico accept Bitcoin as legal tender? All right, so here we go. We have an article coming from Bitcoin.com, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Here we are. So, Indira Kempis, senator of the Mexican Congress, has proposed a bill that would make Bitcoin legal tender in the country. The bill bases its action on the hardships that Mexican citizens are facing when trying to access financial products and education. However, the Central Bank of Mexico has been against the introduction of Bitcoin into the financial system of the country. Now that's big. Why would the government want to forbid or prohibit Bitcoin in the uh, financial system of a country? Well, that's because they would lose their hegemony, their control over money. And if you control money, you can control a people, control country, control the world if you control money. So let's read a little bit more. The bill proposes to make Bitcoin legal tender in Mexico. Mexico, we're reading here, Mexico is another of the countries in Latin America that is taking a look at what Bitcoin might bring when introduced to its economy. This week, Senator Indira Kempis introduced a bill that would amend the current monetary law of Mexico to introduce Bitcoin as legal tender in the country. The bill, which seeks to mimic the action of El Salvador, the first country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender, mentions that this might help change the financial literacy of many citizens. Okay, so what happened in El Salvador? A little while ago, a few months ago, or maybe a little longer than that, 6, 7 months ago or so. Last year, at some point, I believe it was in November, that El Salvadorian president purchased Bitcoin, over $100 million worth of Bitcoin at a price point of about $46,000 per coin. Okay, and as you know, Bitcoin has fallen since to about $20,000 per coin. Right now, it's about 18,000 per coin. Let's take a look here. $19,000 per coin. Okay, and recently, this past Thursday, actually, on June 30th, El Salvadorian president purchased 80 more Bitcoin at $19,000. Okay, so he's bringing down his dollar cost average, the first country to do that. And what's interesting is that the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, they recommended to El Salvador that they get out of this, that they stop purchasing Bitcoin and not use Bitcoin as legal tender. Not purchasing Bitcoin, but stop using Bitcoin as legal tender. This was a proposal and a recommendation from the IMF, and of course, the El Salvadorian president rejected this proposal. So the thing about Bitcoin is that Bitcoin is decentralized. There's no way for a global institution or a country to control it like they do with fiat, right? It cannot be weaponized. For example, the United States is weaponizing the dollar, has weaponized the dollar throughout recent history. Okay, if you look at Venezuela, what's happening in Venezuela? The United States has weaponized the dollar against Venezuela, against countries that the United States uh, doesn't like, right? Countries that go against its monetary or its financial interest. Okay, so Bitcoin also helps the poor. Bitcoin helps the poor because it gives them access to wealth opportunities that they normally wouldn't have. Bitcoin acts as a safe place, right, to store your value, to store your wealth. And it guards against corruption because with money, you can funnel money, you can move money, and there's no way to trace it. But with Bitcoin, right? With Bitcoin, you have to. You can't manipulate it. There's a what's called a ledger, and so every transaction of Bitcoin is recorded. All right. So this is interesting news, guys. Uh, Subscribe and like to the channel if you found any value. And once again, this is Market Disciple. Hope you guys stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Peace.